there's a lot of times when people want certainty when it's a yes, but they don't want certainty when it's a no.
I mean, this is the same point that the housing people make about not being able to get houses built. I mean, is there a way that we can get something that's going to be providing certainty for everyone who wants it?
I think certainty really depends on what the rules are, right? So it's one of the things that people talk about, is how long it takes to do development assessment and approvals, that the time results in significant holding costs for developers. But a lot of that is to do with the discretion. So someone who's a regulatory officer who's sitting in the department who has to make recommendations up the line to the minister about whether he approves something or not with what conditions has an easier task if the rules are clearer. If what is an acceptable type of development is clear, if it is clear what is going to be able to be offset and what conditions should be placed on that. The more ambiguity there exists within a standard, the more discretion there is, the harder it is for that person to assess that application and make a reasonable recommendation to the minister. They'll have to go round and round and negotiate things. They might put something up the line, there might be feedback back that no, they should take a different tack. That's not solved by having an EPA because it's the same type of problem, the same type of people sitting there having to look at these rules and make a recommendation about whether something should be approved or not, whether compliance action should be taken or not. It's all dependent on the certainty and clarity of those rules. I guess the thing I'd like to challenge, though, is the notion that everybody within this system, on both sides, on the development side, on the environmental side, is interested in certainty, because I would say one of the reasons we've stepped back from having more certainty in this process is because some interested groups have seen that there's more advantage in having discretion because they perceive that they may get better outcomes through lobbying directly than not. I'm not saying that's everyone. I think there's a lot of people who'd like there to be more certainty, but I think that there's a lot of times when people want certainty when it's a yes, but they don't want certainty when it's a no.